Welcome to Mojo Travels, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 most beautiful places in Canada.
Are you a fan of our videos? Be sure to subscribe to Mojo Travels and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.
For this list, we're looking at Canada's most scenic spots. Let us know in the comments which province you think is the most idyllic. Number 10. Western Brook Pond, Newfoundland. Though the name might make you assume this is a small body of water, it's actually a lake on the western coast of Newfoundland, right in the heart of Grossmont National Park and the Appalachian Mountain Range. It's the foremost of the Canadian fjords, set against a beautiful backdrop of severe, mossy cliff faces, and is available to tourists for hiking and boat tours. If you arrive on a day where the weather is nice, you'll be greeted by a huge vista you can explore to your heart's content. The boat tours are offered regularly, though you'll want to book in advance, which will give you the added benefit of a guide on hand to answer any questions you might have about the region. But where hiking is concerned, there are few locations more relaxing. Number 9. The Northwest Passage, Nunavut. There are centuries of complex nautical history in this stretch of ocean. Today, there are a handful of companies that do cruises through the Northwest Passage, and with the aid of modern technology, you don't have to worry about getting lost or stranded in uncharted waters. While up there in the polar north, you'll be able to see all kinds of wildlife that only lives in this region. You'll likely get to encounter the Arctic's most famous animal, the polar bear, while also seeing walruses, beluga whales, and potentially even sparring narwhals while exploring these waters. And the huge stretches of ice are truly a sight to behold. You'll be seeing regions that the explorers of days gone could only dream of. Number 8. Long Beach, British Columbia. This seemingly endless stretch of coast is on Vancouver Island. It's close to Vancouver itself, but you'll need to take either a ferry or a plane, though in the case of the latter, the airport is close enough to walk down to the beach. You can also stay in a nearby hotel to truly enjoy the beautiful sights British Columbia is known for. Explore Pacific Rim National Park to your heart's content, taking advantage of the many hot springs also in the region, and the beautiful green forests. This being the Pacific Northwest, you're probably going to be in for a lot of rain, so make sure you dress accordingly, but that only serves to make the woodlands more stunning with all the atmospheric fog and humidity. And for any surfers out there, Long Beach is one of Canada's absolute best spots to catch a wave. Number 7. Lunenburg, Nova Scotia. This small, stunning town is on the coast of Nova Scotia, and is one of the oldest towns in the country. It's known for the brightly coloured wooden houses lining the waterfront. If you're interested in the ocean and nautical history, there is a museum dedicated to fishing, which is still a major activity in the area, with plenty of picturesque boats drifting in the harbour. Enjoy plenty of seafood, of course, but you can also spend some time in the Ironworks distillery while there, taste testing some high spirits. Closer to the region's capital, Halifax, you can find the equally stunning Peggy's Cove and its iconic lighthouse, another beautiful spot that will look incredible on Insta. Number 6. Haida Gwaii, British Columbia. Again, in the west, Haida Gwaii sometimes bears the nickname the Canadian Galapagos for a reason, and that reason is its amazing, highly varied wildlife. The archipelago contains 2 main islands and many smaller ones, all traditionally inhabited by the people of the Haida Nation. It's an amazing archipelago with numerous protected national parks. You'll need to promise to be respectful of the region before visiting, but tourism is allowed. Only a few thousand people actually visit each year thanks to the archipelago's remoteness. When there, you can see dolphins frolicking in the sea or black bears in the forest, and there are tours of the area available. Number 5. Niagara Falls, Ontario. It isn't the biggest waterfall in the world, nor is it the tallest, but it might be the most famous. Niagara Falls, straddling the border between the US and Canada, is a set of 3 huge waterfalls that feed into the river. It's a destination that has long been famed for its romantic qualities, with many a honeymoon taking place in this corner of the world. At its highest, it's almost 170 feet tall, with the stunning Horseshoe Falls easily being the main attraction. And if you're traveling to Canada from the eastern US, crossing the Rainbow Bridge between the 2 countries might be the most beautiful route. As well as simply watching the water flow, there have been a few famous tightrope walks from one side to the other. Number 4. Banff National Park, Alberta. Another gorgeous national park, Banff National Park is one of the most glorious vistas anywhere in the world. It's near the top of the long Rocky Mountain Range and has all the outdoorsy fun and beauty you'd expect from this part of the world. Perhaps the most picturesque part is Moraine Lake in the Valley of the 10 Peaks, named because of the 10 visible mountain peaks lining it. It's a top tourist destination in the country, full of rich wildlife, some of it imposing, and some glaciers that remain impressive today. Going hiking through this wilderness will make you marvel at the natural world. Also in Alberta is Jasper National Park, the largest park in the Rockies, which looks phenomenal in the snowy winter. Number 3. Montmorency Falls, Quebec. One of the most beautiful spots in Quebec and one of its most visited natural wonders, Montmorency Falls is a 276-foot waterfall feeding into the huge St. Lawrence River. Close to Quebec City, you can get an idyllic view from either the riverbanks at the top or the large suspension bridge overhead, which is the easiest way to cross the river if you're exploring the entire park the falls are found in. While the summer affords a spectacular view of water pouring down the cliffs, as well as the option to go ziplining, heading there in the wintertime instead might give you a more unique look at the falls. It's up to you whether you want to see the icefall or the lush green surroundings of a hot summer's day. Number 2. Bay of Fundy, New Brunswick and Nova Scotia. This is a famed picturesque body of water between New Brunswick and Nova Scotia, and is a simply incredible vista. It's world famous for its extremely high tides and waves, something you can watch for yourself from the shore, particularly if you're on a lengthy hike around the area. You'll be able to see just how much the waterline changes, particularly in Burncoat Head Park or Cape Chigneco Provincial Park, the latter of which has some wonderfully unique rock formations. You can of course get closer to the water than this because you can go rafting off the coast of Nova Scotia. You need a guide who knows what they're doing and a special raft, but riding those waves is an experience like no other. Number 1. Abraham Lake, Alberta. This may be Canada's most ethereal destination, as the lake is famous for its icy methane bubbles hidden beneath the surface. If you're extremely careful, you can even walk onto the lake and see the ice for yourself, but it's just as fulfilling to admire it from the shore. The dangers of walking across a frozen body of water are why you'll need to take a guide, or avoid walking on the surface. The lake also isn't natural, it's a man-made reservoir, not that that takes away from its beauty, or the fact that it provides vital drinking water. You'll also be able to see a lot of wildlife during your journey through Alberta, like bighorns, and in the summer, rock climbing offers a picturesque view.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Mojo Travels, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.